Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jeannie. So today we're going to talk about eyeshadow do's and don'ts. There's a lot of ways that we can try to do a certain eye look and we screw it up just by accidentally not blending enough, not having the right brush, and this is going to make a big difference. So I'm going to break down 3 main brushes that you need anytime you want to create any kind of look with eyeshadow. You definitely need a blending brush. Is a flat eyeshadow brush. Last brush is a crease brush or a pencil brush. So these are what they look like. A couple of ways that you can eliminate the fallout problem that you get from putting on your eyeshadow after your foundation's on. A little trick and tip. This is Airspun. And this is just a translucent powder. So this powder I'm going to put a lot right here under the eye. And the reason is so when the fallout hits, we just have to brush off this powder and it doesn't stick to our foundation. Okay, so I know we look crazy and this powder gets everywhere, but you want to make sure that you lay it on actually really thick on your highest part of your cheekbone and right underneath your eyes. Because if you do get any fallout, it'll hit right here, and at the end we can just swipe off all this excess powder and that color is not going to stick to your foundation that you already have underneath. And this is just a little Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer is going to help it so that your eyeshadow does not crease. Our eyelids are super oily. So if you've been putting on your eyeshadow and you notice after, I don't know, about an hour or two, it starts to fold into each other and crease, eyeshadow primer is going to be your friend. So for today's look, I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro Palette. We are going to use a fluffy blending brush. Also a good way to tell where your crease is. See, if you hold your eyes open and then just go normal, see how the eyelid starts to kind of fold in? That would be your crease because that's where it's creasing. That's an easy way to find it. So with this taupe color, you're going to put this in the crease area. When you're putting the color on, do not hold it like this. You want to hold it a little bit further back. And you want to use easy windshield wiper movements. Don't go fast with this. Take your time. You're going to take a crease brush. Sable. This is a matte light brown. I don't stab into the color. What I like to do is I take the brush and I just go like this. And I make sure that I get it on all sides of the brush. Once I get all 4 sides, just tap it off. Now where this is going to go right into your crease. So since you want it to be darker on the outsides and lighter to the front of your eye, always start at the end. So just take a little bit more color and you want to go from the end till about the middle of your eye. For me, not necessarily the middle of the eye, but right where my brow starts to go up. This is the arch, but where it starts to kind of get thinner, that's generally where I stop bringing the eyeshadow towards the inner part of the eye. And once again, you're not holding it like this, you're holding it further back. So now you're going to go back to your blending brush and you're going to take again taupe Just barely tap into it, tap off the excess. And what you're going to do now is we're going to blend out the sable, the dark brown that we used, and to put into the crease. So once again, we're not holding it like this, we're holding it a little further back. So starting on the corner, windshield wiper, and when you're blending this part out, you want your brush to be down here, not up here, and not sideways. So when I do it, if this is my eyelid, I kind of just push it like this and then rock it back and forth, okay? So pushing it in like so, and then just rocking it back and forth. Then you can develop into small circular motions. And when you do smoky eyes, you definitely don't want to start with black. Always start with a light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and then if you want to get cray-cray, you can do black. But it's always easier to start with a lighter color than going straight to black. Go back to your blending brush, and at this point, whatever's left on the blending brush, you're going to use that to blend out that harsh crease color. So if you want to, you can dab into another light brown, the taupe that we used, or you can just use whatever's remaining and start to blend this out. Remember, hands over here. Just really clean off the one that we used prior. You're going to dip into a dark brown, is espresso. You're gently going to apply this just to the ends, just to the corners. Okay, so now with this same color, you almost want to connect this just to the bottom right here. Almost like a backward C, not necessarily a V, but I kind of go something like this. Grab your blending brush again and dip into taupe, just once. Tap off the excess. You're going to concentrate this blending right here, and you're going to blend. Then you're going to eventually make your way to the corner, and you're going to blend up. See how that's blending nicely? You have to take your time when you're blending. It just takes practice. So like I said, just always make sure that your hand is on the back side of the barrel when you're blending. And then when you get to this corner, just kind of blend gently up and actually bring it out. You're gonna grab any kind of flat brush, and this is going to be used to be packing on the eyelid color. I'm gonna grab the Naked. And there's this beautiful shimmer color in this palette called Sidecar. You are going to pack this onto the lid. You're not just going to keep swiping. You're going to put, push, push, push. A pencil brush. We're going to go back into the Lorac Pro Palette, and kind of the same how we transitioned from lighter to darker, you're going to do the same for the lower lash line. But instead of starting with the taupe, I'm actually going to dip right into sable first. So you're going to take this color and you're going to go from the back of your lash, or to the end of your lash line, to about here. Grab a crease brush again, the color Nude. that little bit of a highlight right there on the inner corner makes your eyes glisten. So now that we've got all that excess powder off our face, we're done with our eyeshadow. You're going to highlight your face. So we're going to highlight the upper cheeks. And I'm going to use my highlighter Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette from Flower Beauty.